Welcome back to Tech Talks from Commercial Baking. In this episode, sponsored by Blueprint Automation, I am speaking with Hunter Schulteis, North Central Regional Sales Manager, and we are discussing BPA's Gantry 300 swing machine technology for creating four-sided case pallet displays. Hi, Hunter. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Joni.
So, we're going to have a really interesting talk. This is a technology that I don't often get to talk about. And with this technology, it's addressing some trends at the retail level that we don't often get to talk about. So that's kind of where I want to start. Can you tell me what is happening with display cases and what retailers, specifically like club stores, what they are needing in display cases? And then how are challenges like labor driving some of those needs?
For sure. So, of course, the two big club stores that we'll mention here is Costco and Sam's Club. We deal a lot with Costco, but we've done projects for Sam's Club customers as well. So, specifically, labor drives a lot of the challenges surrounding the traditional pallet type displays. When I say traditional pallet type displays, if anybody's been through some club stores, you'll see that the monstrous erected pallets on a 48 by 40 pallet that's corrugate pillars. It has different slip sheets of layers. There's essentially a ton of corrugate involved in erecting these pallet displays. So what we've done is we've developed a machine, the Gantry 300 swing machine. It was a original machine that we've used for years for traditional RSC style case packing, but we've developed it to pack display trays, so erected trays that can then be fit specifically on a 48 by 40 pallet and then stacked. And what that allows you to do is one, automate that process because any manufacturer knows how labor intensive and tedious it is to erect and build one of those pallet displays. When we're walking through plants, when they do have the traditional pallet displays, it's often you'll see 3 or 4 people on the line, one building the pallets and then filling them with product. So you can't really automate that process. So with the Gantry 300 swing machine, the cassette that we use to load the product into the case, we can actually orient bags in a specific manner to have faced out bags on a display tray, which can then be palletized, hand palletized, or robotically palletized onto a pallet stacked to a certain height. And what that allows you to do also is get more product per pallet as well. So typically we see 10 to 15% more bags on one pallet, which means you're shipping more product to the store on a truckload.
So this is really interesting to me because a trend that retailers are driving for bakery manufacturers is sustainability. These retailers, they are really demanding more sustainable practices from their vendors, and that includes bakers. So how are these display trays sort of checking that box as well?
On the sustainability front, the display trays a twofold deal. So from the manufacturer's perspective, it's a more sustainable practice because instead of having large pallets of raw corrugate and slip sheets, I mean, just the raw material alone to make the traditional style pallet displays requires quite a bit of components, which leads to a lot of waste. The club stores themselves and the retailers themselves, they appreciate the display trays as well. Specifically, Costco, everyone knows that they send you out the door with a case or a tray to carry your groceries. So it's a lot of waste. It's more waste on the retailer side with the traditional pallet display because once that pallet display is out of stock, to disassemble that, none of those components can be reused. So it is a massive amount of waste that one Costco store will encounter. So Costco absolutely loves it, and Sam's Club as well, because you could just send your customers out the door with the display trays.
Okay, so we've kind of talked about the trends and how this technology can meet those trends all the way from consumer and end user through the retailer. Let's take it back a step further and talk about the operational benefits of using the Gantry 300 swing machine. Can you sort of just walk me through how it works?
So the Gantry 300 swing machine is a gantry style robotic case packer. So it's got 3 axes. It utilizes essentially a large boom arm to pick product and place into a case. So there's the Gantry 100, the Gantry 200, and the Gantry 300. The 100 is horizontal packing only. so laying flat in the bottom of a case. The 200 is vertical only. So your typical snack food manufacturers are always packing their bags of product vertically. The 300 can do both, so it can pack horizontally and vertically. So it's an incredibly versatile machine. And what we're trying to accomplish with the Gantry 300 is a tremendous amount of future proofing for our customers. So snack food is an ever evolving industry, and any one snack food manufacturer in a 10-year period might go through 20 or 30 SKUs of different products, especially if they're co-packing different customers as well. So each customer brings their own specific needs, and each SKU has its own specific size requirements, speeds, and whatnot. So with the Gantry 300, we tried to make a versatile and future-proof machine that can accomplish a large array of speeds of bags incoming into the machine, bag sizes, and then of course with the 300, different pack formats, horizontally or vertically.
When we look at all of these benefits to the retailer, to the consumer when they walk out with the tray, and it's very easy for them to recycle and very easy for them to understand what to do with it, to the operational benefits, how would you describe the ROI for a commercial food producer, for a baker, for a snack manufacturer, whether they are producing their own product or they're a co-packer? What does the ROI look like?
So our customers, when we're talking with them on the Gantry 300 swing machine and the pallet display trays comes into the discussion, there's generally three factors involved. For our smaller to mid-sized manufacturers who are trying to get into club stores, it's advantageous for them because it makes them more appealing to the club stores. If this small to mid-sized manufacturer can offer the tray style display, that just gives them a leg up over their other competitors down the road. Additionally, of course, labor costs, that's a no-brainer. So typically with the pallet style display trays, the traditional style display trays, again, you'll have 3 or 4 people erecting those. And that's a slow, tedious process. And additionally, they have to be erected pretty well because oftentimes they do get stacked and there are a lot of collapses and issues that happen with those style pallets. Building the pallet display, there's labor savings by automating that to display trays. Additionally, the packing itself. So not only is the system that we provide building essentially the pallet via smaller display trays, but it's also packing the product as well. So on a line where you might have 3 people packing product and another few people erecting the pallet display, you just have one relatively small footprint system that's doing all of that for you.
There are so many benefits, and it's really interesting to hear what that ROI looks like. So I guess that just leaves me with one question, Hunter, and that is what's the best way for a baker or a snack manufacturer to get in touch with BPA to learn more about implementing this technology in their operation?
Absolutely. You just visit blueprintautomation.com, go to contact us, contact sales, and that link will get you to the appropriate regional sales manager, such as myself or one of my colleagues.
Awesome. Well, Hunter, thanks so much for taking time to walk me through this cool technology and the impact that your technology has not only on operations, but on retailers and helping consumers be more sustainable as well. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Joni.